So how did I make $65 trading Snap? So looking at Snap, 527. Well, Snap, it's right here. And when did I say? 527 on the daily charts. So I bought Snap stock. I bought stock of Snap, or I don't even know how you say it, but basically I bought some stocks. Well, I bought some shares worth of Snap. So basically I bought some shares of Snap on 527, and basically it was just in this little range around in the $8 range, and I was just basically waiting for a move towards the upside of Snap, and that didn't happen until today, June 11th, 6/11. I didn't sell it at, well, I think I did. Hold on, let me see. And so basically when I sold out a Snap today, I basically sold out the position and I made $65 just trading a couple of Snap shares. So basically what I'm trying to show you guys is that you necessarily don't have to trade options if you don't have that type of money on hand. I feel like what most people often try to do is that they'll try to trade SPY options, 0-day expiration options, and they basically try to hope for the best and just see if their luck turns out to be on their side. And usually when you trade SPY options that expire that very same day, it's very likely that you'll end up losing. I'm just being realistic. The reason I say that is because I feel like what most people try to hope for is that that particular trade goes their way, and it's just like I see a lot of traders just feel like they just rely on hope. They don't look at the chart, try to analyze if what they're buying is a good opportunity or not. When I looked at Snap, for example, so 527, I looked at Snap. I was like, well, it's in the $8 range, so I'll just snag a couple of shares here of Snap. And basically once Snap is up close to the $9 range, I'll sell out the position. And when I sold out the position, right after seeing that, okay, well, the high is $8.95. Snap reached $8.95, so it's close to that number of 9 being worth $9 a share. So I was like, I might as well just sell out the position, just move on to the next trade. It's not that big of a deal if it doesn't reach $9 that day. And so it's just all about just looking for opportunities. So let's see. I wouldn't say AVGO is a good opportunity. Let's see. So UNH, for example, is one of those opportunities I feel like is way underrated right now. It did just make it over the 20-day moving average, and it looks like on the daily chart, the 9-day moving average did it just crossed over the 20-day moving average. So this could be a hidden gem. And basically I feel like when you're trading stocks, you have to have a lot of patience. If you don't have a lot of patience, you're just not going to learn that skill moving forward when you're trying to day trade or swing trade, especially if you're trying to day trade and you're a person that's really impatient and that trade just doesn't go your way quickly. You're gonna lose a lot of money. because your patience is very low. So you have to have a lot of patience when it comes to the if you're trading in the stock market or if you're trading stock options. So UNH is one of those like underrated, I guess, like a hidden gem right now. I would say it could eventually make it back into this $600, $400-$500 range soon. That is if their financials are pretty good for this upcoming quarter. Their next earnings is $7.29, so that's something to keep an eye on for. Not CB, not. I would say Snap is still a pretty decent spot to get into Snap. TSM, not really. Owl, I don't know. No, mRNA. Okay, for example, here on the daily chart. So if I see that if Tesla decides to land on that 9-day moving average tomorrow on the daily chart, I could buy a couple of Tesla shares, wait for that bounce off that 9-day moving average on the daily chart, and once it approaches that 20-day moving average on the daily chart, that could be my exit point. Most people struggle of knowing when to sell out their position. I try to use the moving averages as my entry and exit points, and basically all you're trying to do is just use the moving averages as your entry and try to use the moving averages as your exit points. So just like how I explained with this example, basically I'll get in, my entry point will be when Tesla lands on the 9-day moving average, and my exit point will be once Tesla approaches that 20-day moving average. So that way I know when to sell. I'm not stuck like figuring out where to sell out the position. And yeah, I mean, it's just basically you don't always have to, you don't have to risk your account trading 0-day options, whether it be related to SPY or any other option, any other options that are out there that expire in 1 day. It's just all about trying to learn the process of trading, even if it takes a little while to get your money up trading stocks. I would say it's really worth it in the end, because in the end of the day, you could use that money to trade leap options, and that way you can trade your way up trading leap options instead. So that's pretty much it. If you guys want to sign up with my Webull link, it will be in the description below. If you deposit $100 or more, Webull could give you a chance of getting a cash bonus. So that's pretty much it. This is not financial advice. As always, take care. Bye.